Hello everyone, good evening. Welcome to 6th, 7th and 8th channel of BYJU'S. I'm your teacher Ankita and I welcome you all in today's class where we will be discussing about class 6 political science chapter, what is government. It's a very interesting chapter everyone, so please make sure you stay with us till the end. We will be covering this whole chapter in just one shot. Full chapter in today's class everyone, so I hope that all of you are excited for the class. Good evening everyone. I can see that so many of you are here over here. So many of you are here with us, right? Please make sure to hit the like button for the video, and if you're new here, do take a moment and subscribe to the channel. Good evening, good evening. Yes, we are meeting after a long time. Yes, good evening everyone. How's the Josh? How are you all? Awesome, trossome. Very good everyone. Yes, today we just have this particular chapter. We don't have the mentee. We will be coming up with the mentee sessions also in the upcoming weeks. But our intention over here is to make sure that you all understand, right? Our first intention is to make sure that we all understand. So, we will have the quizzes also, but let's just finish off the chapter. Okay. So, let's get started everyone without taking much of your time. What we have the chapter, what is government? And of course, it's a third chapter. Right? It's a which chapter everyone? It's the third chapter in our class 6 Pol Science textbook. What was the first two chapters? Can anyone tell me? I hope that all of you have paid attention and have seen the syllabus, right? There are important two chapters. First we have diversity, right? And then of course we had diversity, understanding diversity, then we have the diversity and the discrimination. And now what we have is the what is government. Okay? So it's a very interesting chapter. We have divided this chapter into the four different parts, right? First, we'll be discussing about what is the meaning of the government, what is the government, then what are the functions of the government, how the government works, levels of the government, what are the different levels we have in our country, in our government, and the last, super important, it's actually the most interesting part, which is the forms of government. So everyone, do take a screenshot of this, or you can take a screenshot of this also. Same thing but on a different pattern. Okay everyone? Okay, chaliye. So this is very important for us to understand that what is the breakup of the chapter. This is how we have divided our chapter. So we are starting with the first topic everyone, that what is government? Tackling the first question, what is government? And we all know that government is an institution. Why we call it as an institution? Because though it does not have a building, right? We cannot make government as a building or on a structure, but we still call it as an institution because it provides us the foundation, right? It's an institution in which a group of people looks after the public affair of the kingdom, a country, a city, or even a village. So on a broader definition, the government is an institution or a body that will be taking care of how the people are looking after the country and how the country is looking after them. Are we clear? The public affairs of the kingdom, it could be a country, it could be a city, it could be a village also. Everyone, are we clear? Thank you so much for those of you who are saying, ma'am, you look cute and pretty. Thank you so much everyone. But everyone, I want all of you to stay focused. Yes, it's a live session, Disha. It's not the recorded video. See, I can see your name and I can call out your name. Yes, everyone, quick thumbs up. Are we clear? Simplified explanation, bache, yahi hai. The easiest definition that we have. Okay? Everyone, are we clear? Purvi, how kingdom initially. The definition of why are we using the word kingdom? Because back then, back in the ancient time also, we had a kind of institution or a body that will be taking care of the rules and regulation. Okay? So we're just using an example of kingdom over here. Clear everyone? Are we clear? Very good. Those of you have doubt, please make sure you ask me. Please do maintain the decorum of the class, right? And those of you who feel like that you don't want to be in the class and who are here just for the disturbance, please feel free to leave the class. I don't want those students in the class who are just here to waste the time. Very simple thing, right? It's a very clear-cut communication that I want to have with all of you. When you're coming to the class, please make sure you're invested over here. You really want to study it. And if you feel that you're just coming to class to make the fun of the others or of the teacher, or you just are here for spamming, please, it will be an amazing pleasure of me to see or to say bye-bye to you, okay? I'll repeat it for those who have difficulty in understanding what is government. So what is government? Government is nothing but an institution that we have, right? In which the group of people, right, who will be looking after the public affair. Now in our country, if we talk about it, right, we have the government. We have ministers who will be taking a look at the different affairs, right? Different segments of the country, right? And that's how they will be able to help us. Clear? Affair means over here the topics that are there around. Okay? Okay. Good. Chaliye. So everyone, we are done with it. And the next question that we will ask is that after what is government is that why do we need government? Now I want you to all stop over here and think about it. What is government, all of you? Are we clear with that? Yes, quick thumbs up. I'm sure now I hope that all of you are clear with it, right? Directly definition from a textbook, it's a body or it's an institution that actually help us, right? In a certain way that there are people who will be taking care of the various commitments, a lot of issues that are there, right? They will be handling these issues for the kingdom. It could be country, it could be city, it could be village, etc. Very good, very good. Chaliye. Now, the question is, why do we need government? Right, I'm sure all of you, as you all are very curious mind, right? You always ask me, ma'am, why this is that, and why this is there, right? You always ask lots of why. So this is a very valid question for all of you, right? Why we need the government? Very good, to manage us or to stop the crime, to work, to have a smooth functioning of the country, to have a peaceful environment in the country, to handle the issues, democratic government, health facilities. Absolutely correct. Very good. Yes. Government ka meaning we've just discussed. It's a body that will be taking care of all its citizens and of the country. In short ways, if I have to explain it to you. Very good. To maintain the law and order. Absolutely correct. To protect us. So, we need the government, right? Because in our country, as we have discussed in the other two chapters that we had, right? We have lot of diversity. We have a variety of humans, right? Varieties of people who belong to different culture, different religion, they speak different languages. All of these people are living together. So when we have people living in a society, we sometimes see a little bit of conflict. Even if we don't see a conflict, is it possible for such a large people to live without any rules? Right? Just imagine. For example, if we have a government, if I make a rule that, you know what, just for me, that every day I will wear black color, right? Or of course, I'm just giving you a very basic example, but just imagine, right? If, for example, if all of us are there, let's suppose how many of you here, everyone in the class, you have approximately 50 students, right? Now just imagine what will happen if all 50 of you start typing randomly. That's what happens sometime in our classes, right? When we have, you know, the sessions, keep on typing. What happens? Your teacher misses out the doubts and you blame her. Or sometimes you don't understand the concept also. Yes, that happens to each one of us. So when we have such a huge society and if there are no rules, what will happen? Everyone can do whatever they wish to. And it will be creating a chaos in the society. And hence, to have the peaceful, to have the harmony around the society, we have the government. And here, let's take an example for it. For example, we have various crimes that happen in the society. We have chaos and confusion also amongst the people. There are a lot of debates that happens. There are a lot of disputes that all happens, right? So, if a society is living without any rules, what will happen? It will be, very, very chaotic situation. We'll see the increase in the crime rate and of course it will create a lot of confusion amongst the individual. So why we need the law or the government? We need to have these laws, right? So that they can actually govern the way we conduct, the way we behave. Then of course, these laws will establish a system of enforcement. What is enforcement over here? The law will establish a system like we have police, right? Who takes charge. whether the rules are properly followed or not. Yeah, in our constitution, we have so many rules, but are these rules, all of those rules are followed by the people? To keep a check of it, we have the police and the other different parties, right? For instance, the other sectors where they deal with the public, right? And then of course we have the laws ensure our safety. And just because of the laws, it actually helps us to feel safe, right? Now I'm 100% sure that you know that we have a rule that, yet we have an important rule that we have in our country, that no child under the age of 14, right? They are not allowed to work. No child labor. Just imagine everyone, if you don't have this particular rule or the law, what will happen? Right? What will happen? I'm sure you would have seen various, if not, your parents must be will be telling you, or you must have seen in the various movies, documentaries, where we'll see child labor, right? Do you think it's good? No, right? It's definitely not good for the growth of the country. So now that we have a law which says that say no to child labor, if in any of the industries, if the government finds that there are child labor involved in the manufacturing of any of those products, they can file a case against it, right? So now we have a rule, and that rule actually helps the people. So if we don't have the rule, the children are not safe, right? The people can force them to work. All of you, are we clear? Yes? Law establishment of a system. Everyone, are we clear with this? Jaldi say. Everyone quickly hit the like button for the video. Jaldi say everyone, please make sure you hit the like button for the video. Yes. Enforcement over here, we're talking about that laws are being practiced. Right? We have traffic rules. Now traffic rules are there, but who is keeping a check whether they are practiced or not? We have the traffic police. We have lots of laws in terms of, roadways laws are there. In our normal railway laws are there. And at every point we have someone to check whether the rules are being followed or not. Clear? Chaliye, let me quickly revise this everyone, so we understand that why do we need laws? We need the laws, right? We need the government. We need the government to make these laws. And why we need these laws? We need these laws so that actually these laws actually help the government to work. They actually help in the proper functioning of the government. Second, these laws establish a system so that the people around it can follow it. And of course, we have a body like police who will be keeping a check whether these laws are being followed or not. Third and most important, laws give us an assurance of safety. See everyone, all of you here in the class have the freedom of speech. Freedom of expression of your speech. Whatever you want to write, if it's not hurting someone else's sentiments, definitely you can ask, right? If you have any doubts, you can clearly ask me. We have a freedom of speech. We have a freedom to follow a religion. But if we don't have it, it will be difficult for the individual to live in this country, right? Yes, everyone? So that's a very good thing that we have. Our laws provide us with the safety. Everyone, are we clear? Aradhana, it's very unfortunate. Yes. It's very unfortunate, but the situation is changing. Yes, Aman. Yes, Azwa. Okay, join now. Purvi, that's not advised. Yeah. It's not advised then also. Yes, Vinod, got it. Conduct the way we behave. Right? Laws actually help the government to behave, or to follow what they should do, what they should not do. Gungun Singh ma'am, what will happen if all the people become the government of themselves? It will be a chaotic situation, bache. What will be discussed? We have discussed. Yes, Dupni, yes. Please, I can see your messages. Yes, please type it out. Okay. Akshay have explained it. The second point talks about that we have a body to keep a check whether rules are followed or not. Okay? Chaliye. Now that we are clear with this, that why we need laws, let's quickly look at this. Okay, something happened over here and I'll show you the answer. Everyone, can you quickly answer this question? So if we need laws, does government make these laws? Yes or no? Yes. Kanishka, I haven't seen your doubt. Can you write your doubt? Aman, what is your doubt? Yes, very good. The correct answer is yes, absolutely correct. So if we need the laws, right? Does the government make these laws? Yes. The government is the one that will be making sure that we have these laws. Now that we are clear with it, right? We have discussed what is government, right? We have discussed what is government. We have discussed why do we need government and why we need the laws. Okay? So those of you who have just joined our class, let me quickly explain you what we have discussed as of now. Right? What we have the government. Now government is an institution which have the people who will be taking care of the public affairs, right? Of the country, of the city, of the village, etc. So basically we can write about the government that they take care of the public issues, right? Public issues of country, etc. Okay, I'm just writing country over here and I'm writing etc, etc. Then what we discussed, that why do we need government? We need government so that it can actually help in proper functioning of the country, and government is the one that will make laws. So we need government to make the laws. And why we need laws? We need laws for the three important reasons, right? Why we need the laws? For three very important reasons. First, it actually helps the government to run, right? Government to govern, right? This actually helps the government to govern the people. Second important point, system comes. System to check. Enforcement, right? There will be a system that will be checking whether the laws are being followed or not. Enforcement wala point will come over here. And third, law make us feel safe. Everyone, are we clear? Yes? We will talk about that. We will talk about the other parts. Purvi, I get that part, but according to the law, that's not the right thing. Okay? That's not the correct thing according to the law of the country. Okay? Chaliye. Yes, crystal clear. Okay, Sanjeev. Okay, very good, Aman. Very good, very good. Okay. Okay, everyone. Rudrakshi. Okay, chaliye. Now that we are clear with this, everyone, let's talk about what are the functions of the government. Yes, what are the functions of the government? Think about it. Yes, what is the functions? What are the functions? Gautam, got your point, but we'll discuss that later. Ma'am, friends are telling that government is going to destroy. No, why? I don't know what are you reading, and I don't know why you're reading such things. Right? Government in any of the countries is there to make sure there's a development and the growth of the country. Okay? Government would never want to hamper the growth of the country in any ways. Okay, chaliye. Very good. I can see what are the functions of the government. To make the laws, very good. Anything else, everyone? To protect us, absolutely correct. To maintain the law and order, absolutely correct. So here, everyone, we have what are the functions of the government. I'm sure you would have seen this question. If not, you will see in your examination. So such question can come in your examination, that what are the functions of the government? So the government actually help to maintain the law and order in the country, promote the welfare of the people, provide security to the people, and of course dispute resolution. The first thing, because we have the government in our country, right, and we have the laws, now what is the important thing of the government? To maintain the law and order. The government sees whether the laws that are made for the people are being followed or not. For example, I was giving an example of scooty. For example, according to the rules, right, according to the law, right, we know that there is an age, right, I think 15 or 16 years of age, right, let's discuss that. So it's a rule in our country that we should have a driving license, then only a person is allowed to drive. Yes, I'm sure you would have seen your parents carrying their driving license. So now in the road, right, when you are traveling, I'm sure you would have seen traffic police. So they can actually hold and they can ask you to stand, and they can actually check the legal documents that you have, right? They can actually ask you to show the driving license. So what they're doing, the government, they're actually working for the government, and government had told them that you have to help us to maintain the law and order on the roads. So traffic police take the responsibility of maintaining the law and order there. Everyone, are we clear? Yes, very good. Then the government promotes the welfare of the people. So government comes up with the amazing schemes, right? Schemes that will be helping the poor people, or are helping the students, or are helping the businessmen, or are helping the teachers, etc. So the government always work for the welfare of the people, right? Then we have provide security to the people. As we have the laws, right? If it gives us security, more than that, we have the security. You always, right? You all go at, you sleep at night with a peaceful mind that you know that your country is protected by the soldiers, right? We know that our government will take care of us. It is not there that, anyone can attack us, right? Our country is there to protect us. It will provide the security to the people. And third, which is last and the most important one, is the dispute resolution, right? For example, if there are two parties who are involved in any of the disputes, there are fights between these two parties, so the government will come and play a role of a mediator. They will make sure to resolve this dispute. Clear? I can see again, everyone, there's one thing I think we all have to understand, that in the live class I'll not be looking at the chat, right? When I'm explaining, I'll not be looking at the chat. I will stop in between to take your doubts. So those of you are saying, ma'am, you're ignoring me, can't you see my message and other things, and many of you are asking the doubts which are there in the next topic. So I'm really sorry, I'll not be able to answer those questions now. I will have the doubt board, right, where I'll be asking you to ask the doubts. Okay, so please have some courtesy, please have some understanding that so many of you are here, and it's good to ask doubts only when the teacher is asking you to ask those doubts. Okay, clear? Chaliye, everyone, are we clear up to here? What is the meaning of disputes? Hey, dispute, in a very simple word, dispute means thoda sa ladai jhagda ho jana. For example, you are asking me doubt and I am not answering your doubt. What will happen? It will be a little bit of dispute, right? It will be a little bit of dispute. Disha, what is dispute resolution? Resolving. For example, right, let's suppose you are in a school, right, and you had a very small argument with your friend. Your teacher will come and say, just shake hand with your friends and let just argument be, just let that go, right? So in this case, the government plays a very important role in resolving these disputes among the communities, people, etc. Okay? Small fights. Yes, we can say small fights. Quarrel. Ma'am, but I know that. Purvi, it's not that you have not seen. And it's not that it's not being practiced in our country. But according to the rules and the regulation, we should not be encouraging it. If you see, please go and talk to your parents. Right? What you can do is to be aware about it and make other people aware about it. Yes, ma'am, what is the meaning of performance? I didn't get that word. Can you write it properly? Enforcement means to make sure that, for example, police make sure that rules and regulation are being followed. So that's an enforcement that we have. We have the laws, we have the judges, right? We have the courts, all of that. Very good. Chaliye. Ma'am, do government also maintain the economy of the country? Absolutely correct. Yes, my channel, you are right. They do. They play a very important role in the growth of the country in terms of the economics. You will be learning about that in the upcoming classes. Bache, Himani, I'll not be able to explain you in Hindi. But I'm going really very slow that you can understand this. Chaliye everyone, are we clear with this? Quick thumbs up. Quick thumbs up. Aman, I didn't get your question, bache. Yanvi, Drishti, yes, absolutely. Has to work. No, it's not legal, it's illegal. Okay, okay. Chaliye, let's move ahead everyone. Very good Sanjeev, Motor, Aman, Purvi. Thumbs up. Okay. It's okay. Heart Dero. Okay. Aditi, my channel. Soumya, Aradhya. Aza, EM, Disha. We'll have that also. It's okay, Motor, Anjana, Soumya, C, Ranganath, Crystal Clear, my channel. Okay, chaliye. So here everyone, this is what we have. So the government plays a very important role in resolving the disputes between people and the group. If there is one single person against the group, between two different groups, between two people, between two states all together. A dispute is an disagreement between the two sets of the people. Right? We have seen various disputes happening. Okay? So, what is the reason? Right? These disputes can arise because of n number of reasons. Because no two individuals are same and they might have different philosophy and different thinking style. So that could lead to the disputes, and the government comes in between and play a mutual person as a mediator and actually help in resolving the disputes. Clear everyone? All of you, are we clear with this? Ma'am, 13 to 14. I don't know how. It should not be. They should not be driving it. Without the license, it's not allowed. Motor, see dispute यहाँ पे बच्चे. A disagreement. Okay. Everyone, I wanted to read this. जल्दी से पढ़िए इसको. Try to figure out the function of the government from the newspaper article. We have this Times of India, right? We have this newspaper which has been made, not the Times of India for sure. The Times News, some headline that we have. Health Ministry partner with Google to enhance people access to COVID-19 vaccine. So now the government, what the government is doing over here. And more than this, I'm sure you would have seen. All of you have seen the time when our country was there in a great danger. Of course, it was not a good situation that we all were in. Throughout the world, people were suffering from the COVID-19, right? Of course, right? I'm sure you all know that. COVID, right? And at that particular time, our government played a very important role in providing the materials, providing the services to the people to making laws, right? Apart from it is helping our country, it was helping the other countries also. So what are the important functions of the government over here? They are actually helping in the establishment of the laws, maintain the law and order, provide security, promote the welfare. So this part was coming under the welfare for the people. When the government actively getting involved in the welfare of the people by making more wards, more hospital, right, kind of providing the facilities, health facilities, providing the medicines, providing the food, right? It comes under the welfare of the people, and of course, we know that it is actually plays a very important role in dispute resolving. Okay, so in this particular article, it's just an example of for us to understand that this is how the government help people. Apart from that, we were discussing that, right? We have different ways in which the government can function. Everyone, are we clear up to here? Jaldi say, tell me. All of you, are we clear up to here? Yes, Sandeep, it does. Gurdeep. Ma'am, what if a person forced child to work? Of course, if you see that, you can actually go to your parents, can talk about it, and they can actually raise a complaint, right? It's illegal. Okay, Purvi, Gautam, who? I didn't get bache who? Aradhna, Himani, Dopni, yes. Screen is blurred, but you can change the setting of your phone. Anjana, Purvi, do that. Okay. Yes, see, yes, to make sure the vaccines are available to everyone. Okay. Okay, very good, very good. Interesting. Okay. Very good. Chale, let's move ahead everyone. Now we'll be discussing about the different levels of the government. Now, what are the different levels of the government, right? As a nation, of course, we have the union government or the center government that we have, right? The head of that is the PM, and that is the governing party, right? That will be making the rules of the regulation, and they'll be working all together. Then, of course, we have at the state level. I'm sure you would have seen every state has a different chief minister, right? They have different rules and regulation for the state people. So we have two major difference level when we look at it, right? We have at a center level, at a national level, and we have it at the state level, right? So we have union government and of course we have the state government. Then when we talk about the levels of the government, we can see that we have 3 levels of government, right? This is vertical, right? This is vertical level of distribution. So we have central government, we have state government, and of course we have the local state government. Now for example, you are living in a country which is India. Okay, could be that you're living in a state which is we'll just write UP. It's easy for us to write. Okay, then over here, then of course it could be that you're living in Varanasi, you're living in Mathura, you're living in Agra. All of these cities are there in Uttar Pradesh. So these cities will also have its own local government. So if you look at the levels of the government, we have central government at the center, right? They are the ones who will be taking major decisions like country's defense decision, the decision that are involved with the money, finance decision, healthcare systems. All of these will be taken call by the central government. Then after that, we have the state government. Now, state government also will be taking care of these parts, but they will be getting the information from the central government. There are few set guidelines given by the central government that they will be following. Apart from that, they will be working for the people who are living in the state. For example, we have state quotas, right? We have regional colleges, and in there, if a student, right, who is born in that particular state will have an upper edge from the student who is coming from the outside the state. So that's how the state government helps in providing the education. They provide the good healthcare systems and other things. Then in the last, we have the local state government, right? To maintain a city, right? We need a government. We need the enforcement from the police. We need a help. So this is how the government we have, and there are 3 different levels of the government: central government, state government, and the local government. Everyone, are we clear? Yes, all of you. Are we clear? Clear, everyone? Yes, Nandini, I think we have shared the timetable with you. Aishwarya ma'am did. Right? Tomorrow we have class 7th ka. Okay? Tomorrow we have class 7th SST. Very good. Chaliye. Now let me ask you a question, everyone. Does India have a 3-tier government system or the structure? The local government is a government that is taking control of a city or a small place. Okay? That is a local government. In that also we have areas. Okay, we have a ward member from one particular area that will be taking care of that area. Okay, chaliye. Yes is the correct answer. Absolutely correct, everyone. So now I'll stop here to ask if you have any doubts, everyone. This is the 3rd doubt board that we have. Okay, very good, very good. We will share the timetable with you. Don't worry. We will share the timetable with you. Tomorrow we have class 7th SST. Okay, very good. Everyone, are we clear? Yes. Are we clear? Gautam, Arun, Sanvi, Himani, Soumya, Dopin. Yes, bache. Kanishka, Anjana. Okay, we have so many of you here. Everyone, are we clear with this? Yes, Sanjeev. Dispute. Dispute means disagreement. Central, or we can call it a central government also, or the union government also. Okay, chaliye. Azab, please ask your doubt. You will get to know about it. Okay, very good, very good. Chaliye, everyone, are we clear with this? Now I'm sure you would have seen. In the olden time, we have monarchy. What is monarchy? And now we have democracy. I'm sure you would have seen stories. I have heard stories about the kings, right, and their kingdoms. Now in this, what happens, there's a king who will be controlling the kingdom, right? So let's talk about monarchy. What is monarchy? The head of the state is the king, right? King is the head of that particular kingdom. All the decisions will be taken by the king. Even though they have various other people like in its ministry, the final decisions will be taken by the king, and king is a supreme power there. It's the absolute power. If the king says everyone should be wearing black, it is a rule, right? No one can question it, okay? Everyone, are we clear? And then of course his power is inherited. He will be getting the power from his parents, right? From his father, and that's how the power will go. For example, if he is a king, right, what will happen? His next son will be the king. Next son will be the king. So it is the inherited. So this is important for us to understand. In monarchy, the king has all the control and they are the one that will be making the rules and regulations. Okay? Then of course we have the democracy. Now in democracy what happens? If you break this word, right, it's a German term, right, and demos means people. The first word, demo, means people, and kratos means rule. So it is a rule of the people. Whereas in monarchy there's only single one person who's ruling. In the democracy, it's the people rule. People, or rule of the people, right? People are ruling it. And how we do that? Of course, by electing our representative, and that's how we can contribute in the running of the country. So there are two important terms, everyone. We have monarchy and then we have the democracy. Now what is democracy? Democracy means we have the rule of the people. People will be electing their representatives and eventually these members will be making the government. Whereas in monarchy, we know that there is a rule of the king. Only one king is there and they will be controlling each and everything. Everyone, are we clear up to here? And over here, we have a very famous statement said by Abraham Lincoln that democracy is the government of the people, by the people and for the people. Do remember this. Right? We always call it out as the government, right? So this is a very important statement. Clear, everyone? Are we clear about the monarchy and the democracy? Yes, dictatorship is very much similar to the monarchy, right? But of course in dictatorship we see that there is very harsh decisions being taken. Okay? 50%, 1% party. I didn't get your question, Purvi. Yes, very good. Okay. Yes, my channel. Timetable, Nandini, tomorrow, I'll be able to tell you just for tomorrow. Tomorrow, class 7th ka, we have SST, right, 7 p.m. Apart from that, you have to wait. We will be putting up the timetable in the channel. Yes, Syed. Okay. Okay. Himani, the local government is a government which will be taking care part of the local happening of a city. Yes, Aditi. Okay. Yes. Okay. Very good, Sonam. I know that all of you need the timetable. We'll be able to provide in the channel. Okay, very good. Ma'am, if 50 people, 50% of the people vote for one party, 50-50, then what would happen? Eventually, what will happen? The people will try to have a moving. They would request anyone from their party wants to come here and join us. If that's the case, sometime what happens? They will form a combined government. Okay? They will then segregate us. So you will take this part, I'll take this part, and we will have the other things. Everyone, are we clear? Good. The last topic, everyone, let's quickly wind this up, right? It's really very important. I want all of you to stay focused. Democracy, what is democracy? Types of it. So, of course, we know that democracy is nothing but it's a government formed by the people, right? The rule of the people is there. Now, there are two types of democracy that we'll be discussing broadly in this particular chapter, not in detail, but from the surface. Detail where you'll be learning in your higher classes. So, we have the direct democracy. Now, the votes, the people will be directly voting and rules and regulations will be made. Then we have indirect or representative democracy. This we have in our country. And what is this? We have the people, like we are the people, right? We'll be casting our vote. We'll be electing a representative. Right? This representative will be going and forming the government and then they'll be making the rules and the laws and the rules for us. So there are two main differences between the direct democracy and the indirect democracy. Indirect, what we have? People are directly voting and they are directly involved in the decision making process of the government. Whatever decisions being taken by the government, it is directly coming from the people. Whereas in our country, we have a layer added to it. We have an elected representative. When we cast a vote, right, when you and I will be voting for an individual, that individual will not be controlling the country or will not be making the laws directly. That individual will be a representative of us. They will be going into the government body and then they'll be helping in the formation of rules and regulation. Everyone, are we clear? Yes? The difference is over here. Everyone take a screenshot of this. See, in direct democracy, we know that people are directly participating in the decision making. They are directly involved in the decision making of the any of the decisions that are made by the government. It is also known as pure democracy, and this is practiced in Switzerland. It's an example for us. In the indirect democracy, what we have, people indirectly participating in the decision making process. Therefore, they elect a representative. That is the reason we call this form of government as the representative democracy also, and we practice this in our country. The major difference is over here. First, of course, it's a pure democracy, there's no involvement, right? There's no layer over here. But in the indirect democracy, there's a layer of the elected representative. Here, in the direct democracy, people will directly participate. So, for example, in the Switzerland, if they have to pass any rules and regulation, people hold the power to it, right? So every individual can contribute to it. But in our country, if the decisions are being made, we don't have a direct say into it. We have a say but indirect. Everyone, are we clear? Yes, all of you, are we clear with this? Quick thumbs up, everyone. Let's just make it really very simple for you. For example, let's suppose you are going on a picnic. Right, your school decides to go on a picnic, and we have class 6A, class 6B and class 6C. 6A, 6B and 6C. Okay, and of course the principals give you 3 options. Let's suppose the principal just gives us two options. Now we have to pick any of the 2 options for our picnic, right? Now let's suppose class 6A voted for 1, and yeah, so we have this, right? 6th are you directly going to class, are you directly going to the principal and saying them, I want to go here? Tell me. Yes, tell me. No, right? I'm sure in that way, when you have elections in your schools, or if there is any decision, what happens? You will be giving the information to your class teacher or to the class monitor. Yes, you will say, you know what, as a 6th we want to go to place 1. So your class monitor will communicate this to your class teacher, right? Now your class teacher will be going and meeting the principal and will be giving her this information, right? That, you know what, my class 6th wants to go to a place 1. It's indirect. This is an example of indirect democracy. Everyone, are we clear? This is an example of the indirect democracy that we have in our country. Yes? Okay? Now, in a very extreme case, let's suppose, right, your principal ma'am is here, right, and all of you are standing in a line, and all of you are going and voting. Ma'am, I want to go to place 1. Oh, I want to go to place 2. I want to go place 1. ऐसे करके if you go directly and speak to your teacher, to your principal, then that is the pure democracy. Are we clear? Are we clear that? Everyone, are we clear about these two? Direct and the indirect government. Or sorry, direct and the indirect democracy. Clear now? Yes. Now we are clear. Now we can definitely write the answer. Everyone, do take a screenshot jaldi se. Badhiya na? Chaliye. Do take a screenshot, everyone. Quick. Awesome. So what happens? Why we are doing all of this? Why we have the government? We have the government so that we can have equality and the justice in our country. Right? Not in our country, throughout the world, right? So Indian democracy tries to achieve the equality and the justice through. One most important rule that we have is the universal adult franchisee. The people who are above the age of 18, they can cast their vote. They can actually go and vote for the elected. They can actually elect a representative. The right to contest in an election, right, after a certain age, we can actually be a part of the election. We can vote, right? Or we can stand in the election also. Right to freely voice your opinion. Right? All of you are over here have a freedom of writing and saying the information that you want to share. Then ensuring equal access of the opportunities and privilege in the societies, and giving proper chances for the development of the education and the political institution. So the government tried its best to give the best thing to the society. Clear, everyone? Yes, very good. Everyone, in our chapter, they have mentioned about the women fighting for the voting rights. Women played a very important role in our freedom, right? And in the freedom of different other countries altogether. Women have been very active part in various revolutions that happened throughout the world. Unfortunately, they were not given the voting rights. Such a sad thing, right? They didn't get the voting rights easily. They have to protest a lot. Yes? Okay? Clear, everyone? Chali. Okay, so with this, we are done with this chapter. Let's quickly summarize what we have. In this chapter, we discussed about the government, what is the meaning of the government, function of the government, levels of the government, and forms of the government. Here we have meaning of the government, an institution which comprises of a group of people that deals with the public affairs of a kingdom, country, city, or even a village. What are the functions of the government? Establish laws, maintain law and order, provide security to the people, promote public welfare and disputes, key resolving. Take a screenshot, everyone. Jaldi take a screenshot. Very good. Okay? Screenshot time, everyone. Take a picture. Take a picture. Very good. Then we have different forms of government. We have monarchy, which of course we have the king there, right? The main leader of it is the king. They are the one who have absolute power, all the power that they have, and this power is coming from the family. It's not being taken. Basically, it is moving from one generation to the next generation. Then we have democracy, which talks about the rule of the people, right? People are the one who will be electing their representatives, and they will be helping in the ruling. Then we have the levels of the government. We have central level, we have or the union level, right? We have the state level and the local level. So everyone, are we clear with this? Everyone, are we clear with this? Okay. Very good, everyone. I hope that all of you have hit the like button. Please make sure you do that. Yes. Yes, Purvi, I'll do that. Yes, we will. Yes. Okay. Any doubts, anyone? Any doubts? Yes, please ask your doubts, Sarita, Asba. Yes, no doubts. Okay. Portions of government, and I didn't get your question. Can you explain in a portions of a government? What? I didn't get your question. Dupani, oligarchy means if for example, if we have a small set of people who have the control. Let's suppose we have 5 people, and if they are controlling the city or the country, it is called as the oligarchy. Yes, Gautam, what is the doubt in the monarchy? Bache, please ask. Monarchy, mein what we have the rule of a king, and they have absolute power. They have all the power. What are the different types of government? Different types of government in if you're talking about different types of a government or level of the government. Level where we have 3 types: central level of the union level, then we have state level and the local level. The state government will take care of the things that are happening for the state, controlling of the water, the river that they have, controlling the tourism, right, helping in manufacturing, lot of industries are there, growth of the state, etc. Okay. What is direct democracy? In direct democracy, people are voting directly. There's no elected representative. They're directly voting for any laws that are being made in the country. Dictatorship, Sarita, is something, for example, monarchy is very much similar to the dictatorship, we can say that, right? In both of these, we have one individual who have all the power. Okay? No doubt. Okay. Gurdeep, what is heredity? It's in this chapter it means that it moves from one generation to the next generation, right? So if there is a king 1, he has a son king 2. So after the death of the king 1, king 2 will be the king. Similarly, the king 3, who is the son of king 2, will become the king after the death of the king 2. So that's how the king crown is being passed from one generation to the next generation. Supreme Court is a part of the government. Supreme Court is actually independent of all, right? Definitely it's a part of the country, right? But it's not governed by the government. It definitely have the influence of it, but it's a very independent identity in itself. Yes. Okay. Everyone, are we clear? Everyone, are we clear? Chaliye. Okay, everyone. So with this, everyone, please make sure you hit the like button for the video. Do share it with your friends, and please make sure you hit the subscribe button for the channel, right? Your own channel, everyone, 6th, 7th and 8th. We have so much planned for you, everyone. I know that your midterm will be happening, right? Very soon you will have your midterms after the mid of the August. So we are planning amazing series for you so that, you can ace those examinations. So please make sure, everyone, to follow us, to subscribe to the channel, and do come to the classes regularly. You will get all the updates from the community post of the channel. So please make sure you subscribe to the channel. Just in case if you have any doubts, everyone, please make sure to write them in the comment section below. We will be having the quiz in later part of the week so that we can ace and master this particular chapter. With that, everyone, I'll say bye-bye. I have one more class, so I need to leave. Thank you so much, everyone. Keep on studying hard. Keep on working, right, on better health, better learning, and keep on learning with BYJU'S. Bye-bye, everyone. See you tomorrow or see you again. Bye-bye.